CVX also, if you're looking at CVX for the past month, I think we've been selling off because why? Because of oil and gas and the XLE, okay? So right now we're looking at price to bounce off this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Secret Show. If this is your first time, again, you're welcome to this channel. Today we're going to be talking about dividend stocks and growth stocks, and we're going to be talking about stocks that are actually looking good in terms of a bounce from the low side, or really holding that trend, either trend support or trend resistance. So let's dive in deep into these stocks, but before then, we're going to talk about the market. We're going to find out what our next week economic calendar is and how the market performed last week, and as well as for the day, which is Friday close. Now let's get into it. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now let's get into what the economic calendar looks like for this week's coming. On Monday we have the Fed Governor Lisa speaking. Monthly budget, overall monthly budget in terms of US federal will be coming in Monday. Tuesday we also going to have what? We're going to have the CPI year over here. So it's going to be interesting to see what is happening with core inflation. So keep an eye out and our expectation for core inflation. Wednesday we have core PPI, and followed by different Fed's governors and speakers, and a Fed president pretty much. Also US retail sales. On Thursday we're going to have what we call a continuation of the presidents and Fed's governors, followed by what? IPI, which is import price index, and on Friday we have building permits. Okay, so that's gonna be our week coming up. Looking at the market, this is 1 month's performance. As you notice, energy is down, followed by healthcare. Okay, we were really crying back then that technology is pulling the market to the low side. Now guess what? With technology is green, followed by consumer, cyclical, and financial. Okay, looking at the 1-day performance on Friday, we did fantastic, we did good. Only some red on the consumer defense and healthcare. Overall, energy did fantastic on just 1 day's performance. Looking at 1 week, energy did bad, healthcare did bad. So overall, technology is the one really pushing the market to the upside. Overall, we also have some insider buys and insider sales as well, based on FinViz. Okay, now let's get into what we are talking about in terms of the market. Okay, SPY is Spider S&P 500 ETF. This is what I'm expecting. Okay, remember, this is still not a recommendation, so whatever you see here is just for entertainment purposes only, right? Looking at SPY, every time we get to this spot, right, we just reject it, right? And now we got close, rejected it, and all of a sudden boom to the upside. This red right here was because of J Power. J Power spoke, and all of a sudden we took that dive down on Thursday, coming into Friday, and the market just trying to retest this trend. So we broke out of that area and now into resistance in the market. So for me, I'll be expecting just a little momentum push to the upside to at least 442, and then we'll continue to sell back off again on the market, because we need to retest the 437.50 area. So keep an eye out. I think the market in itself is actually extended a lot. Okay, so keep an eye out and trade cautiously. Our first stock here is going to be NFLX, okay? For now, NFLX, we got this level of resistance, okay? So that is what I'm watching for on NFLX, and we're getting right there. We broke this 440 area, and now we're trying to push into the 450 spot with just less than 3 points to go. I say keep an eye out on it, you know, see if price reject that area, then back down to normal state, right? So keep an eye out on Netflix. Another name is going to be NOW. Right here we got 610 break to the upside. 640 is the next spot on this name. Possibly you could get a retest of the 610 615 area, so keep an eye out on service now. Also, earnings coming up next week. We also have Tyson reporting before the market, after the market. Also Tuesday we have Home Depot, PaySafe, NU, Pioneer, all reporting on Tuesday. Wednesday gonna be Target, Cisco, Advanced, Autopath, TJ Maxx, as well as Jumia will be reporting on Wednesday. Followed by Thursday and Friday. Thursday we got Macy's, Walmart, Ross, and Alibaba, including Applied Materials on Thursday. On Friday is DXL, Twist, Spectrum, BJ's, and Yetra. So keep an eye out. I think this is going to be interesting week to come, most especially Wednesday when we're going to have Target, Cisco, and Advanced Auto. So keep an eye out. We're looking good there. Overall, on a snapshot, not confident in terms of Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell that the central bank is unsure whether it's done enough to keep cooling inflation. Okay, the Fed has maintained a commitment to achieving 2% inflation target and is not confident that they've actually achieved that stance. Overall, federal interest rate unchanged at target range of 5.25 and 5.5. Okay, so but they're still targeting 2%, which has a very long way. So I think they're gonna keep working. PayPal at this point, we're looking for a bottom bounce play on PayPal. Right now we're really consolidating around this $54-56 spot. So keep an eye out for that bounce right even into the $57, which is our 50 exponential moving average. Next is going to be Square. Square at this point gapped up. Okay, so we know mostly when gap happen it tends to fill, right? But for now, if 53 cannot break, then we'll pull back to retest our gap level to 46. So keep an eye out there. VERA as well, we're looking at continuation here if 50 exponential moving average will hold as a support if it is reclaimed. Bank of America right now, we're looking at price holding the 50 exponential moving average as a support. Right now, our resistance will come in at 28. If we break that, then we're looking at 29.50 on that. NVDA, guys, you know that resistance is right there. We got that resistance right here, and we're looking to break out right into $500 per share. Keep an eye out. If for any reason this area fail, then we can pull back to retest $420 or even $400 on Nvidia long term wise. Okay, also PTA, that is also Cohen and Stairs, tax advantage prefers whatever security. Right now we're looking at downtrend break. We couldn't break through this downtrend, now pull back to wanting to retest 50 exponential moving average, so keep an eye out on there. Another dividend paying name is AXP. For now 155 is our resistance, and we're getting into that level with support at the 152, which is our 50 exponential moving average. So keep an eye out. If momentum comes in, 157.50 breaks after this immediate 155, then we're looking at 160 161 on that name. CVX also, if you're looking at CVX for the past month, I think we've been selling off because why? Because of oil and gas and the XLE, okay? So right now we're looking at price to bounce off this level 142 in the coming days, so keep an eye out as well. Another dividend paying stock or name or company is KO, which is Coca-Cola. Right now you're looking at your buy spot, which price pull lower to this spot, right? This is your buy area. Why? Because every time Coca-Cola sells off, it also gets bought back up. Because why? We also have Warren Buffett on our Coca-Cola. So 57.50, that is the next spot I'm expecting this KO to actually break. Also Home Depot, remember they have earnings report, so I'll be expecting some momentum push to the upside. Invest Head and Shoulder, then we can continue to push right here, so keep an eye out on HD. Cisco also with earnings in sight. Cisco system, we're looking at downtrend break and what have you. So if we can break this downtrend, then we should be all right. But 53.50, that is our spot. That is our expectation for price to break. CNM as well, downtrend resistance here. We're resisting this 32.50 area, pulling back to $30. That is possible, but $30.75, that is going to act as our support for now. Next is going to be GENK. This one right now, recently listed ETF, and we're looking at this bottom bounce play on that name. Apple, what a beauty, what a beauty. Apple right now, see how price broke out of resistance. So this is our downtrend resistance right here, and we just broke right off this spot, never looked back. Even at that 182.5 resistance, we try to reject, but we just couldn't reject that spot on Tuesday and Friday. We just shoot right off. So look for 187.50 if price can reject that stuff into 190. So keep an eye out on OXY. We're looking at fight around the 200 moving average. That is the fight. That is where we're going to be expecting momentum to really come in. Unity Software as well, we're looking at price at the 20 exponential moving average. If price can really reclaim properly, which is around that $28, then we should be good to continue to push to the upside into 50 exponential moving average at $29, $30. So keep an eye out. I think this can momentarily push, because guess what? Look at how it was bought up, right? So keep an eye out on that as well. Also taking a look at BKE. BKE at this point, not much of a volume. However, we're looking at price bouncing off of support 32.50 and in continuation to the upside, but for now $34 is going to act as our resistance. Also Monday.com, MNDY, looking at the 20 exponential moving average as support with resistance at 146, 145. So keep an eye out for the continuation there if momentum comes into that name. BZH as well. This is Biza Homes. We're looking at downtrend to the upside. Right now the resistance is at 29 and then $30. So between 29 and $30, that is the spot. If we can break this 29 and then we can get to that $30, and that will give us our head and shoulder pattern in the coming days. Also HROW, we are looking for any bottom bounce play here around this spot, and then we can bottom bounce to the upside. So keep an eye out on HROW. With that, also we have triple IV. Triple IV right now, this is I3 verticals. We're looking at Invest Head and Shoulder as price continue to break to the upside. Look for $20.50 for the break, and then we can push to the upside. So keep an eye out on that. Also looking at Tesla. Tesla actually sold off very well due to poor sales and missed earnings, right? So right now we're looking at 210 as support. If price cannot hold that 210, we're gonna be looking at $200 on this. And I also saw an article about Tesla cars at some point will be selling at $25,000 per each car, so keep an eye out. I think costs are really coming down. TTD as well. TTD, this is also earnings play and all the way to the low side of $60. That is our support. If we can really hold this $63 spot, we should be good to continue to bounce to the upside. I do actually like TT. Guys, the remaining chart, I'm gonna post them up on my stock tweet and Twitter account. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.